The analogy I kind of use is in the UK in soccer or football, the audience is seen as the 12th man. It's the extra person for the pitch, and that's kind of how I see Rizing. It's the additional person to our team that is much, much larger than our entire team combined and has infinite resources for us to lean upon. Basically, we're as open. We want to be as free-flowing with our implementations as possible and trying to be as modern as possible. And so being able to rely on Rizing's wealth of experience from other customers is also, so useful.
There are not like that hard criteria you need to fulfill to be able to even submit a ticket or something compared to SAP, for example. So it's much more flexible and collaborative, I would say.
And we did not pay you to say that.
That was
not
yet.
Nice. Thank you.
Not yet.
You have your team, your internal team that knows what they know, but there's a whole nother team that sits behind them that they can use from a collaboration expectation too, so that they can say, like, what have you seen in other things you've worked on?
So what made a difference with your AMS?
So it's really the enhancement of the team. So they are part of the support team.
And as much as we are in these unusual times, the expectations you have from the users doesn't change much. They do expect to continue to receive that positive experience from the system standpoint. The service has to continue and the customer service is expected to improve. So I get this long bucket list from people, but in such case, at the same time, you cannot keep that backlog growing up. So we need to balance the business as usual while also meeting these expectations from users that these are the enhancements or improvements we want to see in the system.
I think the bigger unexpected piece that gets managed is turnover in the organization, right? Or if somebody's out sick, because internally, you may have your subject matter expert, say in recruiting or EC, but the rest of the team is kind of just a standard knowledge across the board, right? They're not that expert, but it allows the team to still be able to reach out to Rizing and learn from them or work with them to solve the problem that we don't have the internal subject matter expert available at the time.
I think, so when it comes to scalability of the AMS support is what I sensed or what I realized when we went live with our solution and we had no knowledge in-house. There were many tickets with really small things, really how-to questions and stuff like that. But with the maturity of the team and the gain of knowledge, the number of tickets decreased, but the complexity of the tickets increased. So at the end, we might consume the same or even more hours, but on less tickets.
Having AMS as our backup and knowing that there are multiple people at Rizing who are specialists in every single module has actually expanded our candidate pool for new hires for HRIS positions, in that we don't need someone to be the best compensation analyst that there is. They can be more of a generalist because we will always have that specialist backup if we absolutely need it.
It's not just outsourcing, it's about that partnership. So over a period of time, it's not that you are losing any kind of thing, but what you are really doing here is you are upskilling your internal staffing while also providing the business with the required support timely here.